YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about my body transformation story and how I gained 70 pounds from the age of 20 to 26. And just a disclaimer before this video gets started, I have never taken steroids, I've never taken human growth hormone, I've never taken any kind of illegal substance to get me bigger. All I've done is go to the gym and eat food. If you want to get to 250 pounds, which is what I weigh now, you don't have to take any of that shit. So don't feel any pressure to take steroids or anything like that because you don't have to. If you feel like you're skinnier than you want to be and you see all these big muscle guys on Instagram or wherever, a lot of them do take steroids, honestly, but I've never taken steroids, so it's really not necessary for you to take those substances in order to get bigger. You can get to my size naturally if you want to. So the reason that I wanted to get bigger kind of stems from something that happened in high school, and I've never really told anyone about this. I was about 16, I think. There was this guy who was in the year below me at my high school. He would always make comments in the hallways about me. The comments he made were usually on the homophobic side, insinuating I was gay and whatnot. And I wasn't out in high school or anything, but I guess he just like picked up on the fact that I might be gay. One time during gym class, it was actually during my weightlifting class, I was in the hallway with some friends doing like jump rope or something like that, and he was walking by and we were all just like talking amongst each other. He comes storming at us and he's like, "What did you just say about me? What are you saying about me? Were you talking about me?" And we were not talking about him at all. I think he was just trying to get like confrontational. He came up with his towel. He had like a gym towel and he slapped me across the face with it. And then I pushed him and then he pushed me and we just got into like a physical fight. All these guys from our high school kind of like came running to see what was happening and they formed a circle around us. And I got my ass beat. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, I did not win that fight at all. This guy kicked my ass, totally beat me up, and I had like even a bit of a black eye that I had to like hide from my parents somehow. I felt really ashamed that this guy who was like in a lower grade than I was, who was younger than I was, had beat me up in high school, and all the other students had witnessed it and like watched me get beat up. So it was just really humiliating and embarrassing and made me feel really weak and like I couldn't defend myself against bullies or someone who was attacking me because I was gay. So from that day forward, I promised myself that I would work out and get bigger, and that's really what I wanted to achieve. I would say that was the event in my life that really shifted the winds for me, where I really concentrated on getting bigger. Aside from this bullying incident that happened, that really motivated me to want to get stronger and bigger. In general, I just was not happy with being skinny. It was not kind of a look that I wanted. I didn't feel like I could attract the guys that I was actually attracted to with the body that I had, which isn't necessarily true. Like, different people are attracted to different types of guys, but that's how I felt. I just was really not happy with being skinny. I always felt really insecure about being skinny, especially because I'm 6'1". I felt very like gangly when I was at a low weight. When I was very young, I felt like my family would make comments about me being like a string bean and so skinny. You know, it did always make me kind of like insecure about being skinny. So in my mind, I really just wanted to like get bigger. Over the next 4 years, from 16 to 20, I worked out and I gained maybe like 20 pounds. I went from 160 pounds to 180 pounds. Once I was 20 years old, I started to take the gym more seriously because I was in university. I had like a proper gym to go to that wasn't just like my high school gym. I used to do a lot more cardio when I was younger in high school because I was on the track team and stuff like that. And I kind of stopped doing so much cardio and I really just concentrated on weight training because cardio generally keeps you lean, and then, you know, weight training obviously gets you bigger. But the biggest thing that changes your body is eating. You just have to eat a shit ton. I realized that I needed to eat a lot more, so I was honestly force feeding myself just chicken and vegetables and whatever else I was eating. I always ate a lot more than I felt comfortable eating just because I wanted to gain weight and I wanted to get bigger. So that was something that really helped me get bigger. But if you eat all of that food and you're not working out at the same time, you're just gonna get fat, right? So you need to eat a lot of food and you need to work out a lot and work out hard. You can't just do you know, these light workouts where you're not really doing anything, but you count it as a day at the gym. You really have to push yourself and always add more weights consistently, always trying to improve yourself. From the age of 20 to 26, where I am now, I've gained pretty much 70 pounds. And that is not all muscle at all. I'll tell you that, it's not all muscle. I would say it's mostly muscle with some fat mixed in also. I do prefer the kind of beefier look where you do have muscle and fat, and that is what I prefer. You know, some people like that really more aesthetic look where you're muscular, but like you want to be as cut as possible and you have like ripped six pack. And that's not really the look that I'm going for or that I want necessarily. I would say there's really no secret to gaining weight the way I have, and I think anybody can really do it if you set your mind to it, because I didn't really do anything special. It was just consistent work where you're going to the gym 5 days a week consistently. And I know like you don't always have to go 5 days a week if like shit comes up, and you just have to be eating a lot. And honestly, that's it. Like I get a lot of questions how I've gotten to the size that I am and like what my secret is or something like that from younger guys who want to get bigger. But there's really no secret. You just have to eat a lot, like literally force feed yourself food so that you're getting all the calories you need to gain weight. And then you need to work out on top of that. And that's really it, that you just need to continue doing that and not give up. I did film a what I eat in a day video if you're curious about what I eat, so I will link that in the description. Some other things that have motivated me to gain weight, I would say there is kind of this body image pressure that is put on gay men. There is this kind of pressure to be muscular and perfect looking. I do kind of feel that pressure, or I have felt that pressure in the past. So that was kind of another factor that I'm conscious of why I wanted to get bigger. This is kind of a topic for another video, but the whole body positivity thing, I'm not so into that, because I feel like it's okay to be unhappy with how you look and to use that kind of unhappiness in order to make the changes that you want to make. And that's really what I did with myself. I was unhappy with being skinny and being the weight that I was at. So I made changes in my life, such as eating a lot more and going to the gym consistently. Those changes that I made in my life got me the results that I wanted to achieve. I have gotten close to the body that I want. I'm definitely not exactly where I want to be. I do want to be bigger than 250 pounds. I think my goal is around like 270, 280 maybe. But I mean, if I achieve that, then maybe I'll still want to get bigger, like who knows. I do kind of have that mentality where you can never be big enough, which maybe isn't a healthy mentality, but that is kind of where my mind is at a little bit, honestly. I had the goal of 250 for a while, and now that I have achieved 250, I still don't feel like I have the body that I exactly want. And the other thing is, even though I do like the beefier look personally, but I do feel like I have a bit too much fat on my body right now than I would want. I do want to have denser muscle mass. So even though I've had this big body transformation of 70 pounds going from 180 to 250 in 5-6 years, I still feel like I'm not completely happy with where I'm at. I do still want to gain more weight. I'd like to hear from you guys how you feel about your body, if you've ever made any big changes to your body, or if you want to make any big changes to your body. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. I post a lot of workout gym selfies on my Instagram. If you want to keep up with my weight gain transformation, that's on my Instagram, also nickkingofearth. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.